What's up, YouTube? Quad Gotcha here. Today, I'll be giving my takes on the situations with Mydei and Castorice. Well, I don't feel like Mydei is a problem at all. His damage is very good, very decent, but I feel like Hoyle took something out of everyone's free will of each DPS of every in the game that we all have were able to control. Now, his kit is basically once he enters his enhanced state or so, he basically is like is on autopilot, and you can't control that, and you're gonna be it's like basically RNG. So you're basically just hoping for the best it hits the boss instead of any side enemies. Or if there's no enemy boss or boss or mini boss or anything like that, you're hoping it hits the enemy with the highest HP to take him out first, then the one with the lowest HP. But the only thing is, it seems like right now it's not a problem, but as we all know about power creep is a situation in Honkai Star Rail, and I fear the worst for Mydei because as HP inflation goes, that auto is going to be a problem when you need to strategize how you hit the characters and everything, because we all know the AI in this game is terrible and we do not like that. And as so, we should probably keep our eyes up on Mydei. That's what I believe. Keep our eyes on Mydei. But as for casters, she is looking good right now. They nerfed her a little bit, but that's okay. But to discuss about the passive and stuff as a global passive, I do find that a little concerning, as they're gonna use that as a leverage to dominate over into leeway into more future characters to having global passives. So here's the situation right now. I believe Castorice is only the tip of the iceberg, and the worst case is further to come when I believe either Cyrene or Phymon comes out, because those two are the most popular characters, because they are the variants from Honkai Impact 3rd of Kevin and Cyrene. So I believe they are somehow, I'm taking a lucky guess, I believe maybe Phymon will have a global passive, maybe, but if it is just how their predatory practices and how they incentivize in these units to have these buffs inside their kits, such as with Castor's with his revival. And I believe that's why I believe Castorice will be the tip of the iceberg situation. And as of now, we have seen our older quality of life characters getting power credit are now getting power credit. Topaz, she is immediately been wiped off the map by the Herda. She had got obliterated. Her own ability has been obliterated by the Herda. Because with the Herda, all you have to do is press a skill and then you know exactly where that chest is without needing Topaz anymore. So that brings Topaz's pull value down dramatically. Now, if you're interested in FUA, yes, you can still go for Topaz. She is still good to this day. But her pull, the reason another great pull value for her was because of her ability to find chests with Numby. That was one of her hugest pull values. And now her that pull value just got scrapped by the Herda. And as for, I believe for like Castorice, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna cause, I believe her revival, if it was not globally, I believe they could have possibly just made it like, okay, you can have it as this. Just as long as she is on the team, you can have the revival part. But having it globally, it will cause huge FOMO, especially for those who pulled the Herda, because people are going to pull for Anaxa. Especially for those who are pulling, and for those who are pulling Anaxa, in the comments, let me know what you think on this situation, because this is a crazy pick and choose situation between either you want to not be able to survive in the endgame content because it incentivizes them to make the bosses hit extremely hard. And I'm going to be real upfront with you guys. I looked at the new boss league. It sets your whole team to 1 HP. This is why they want you incentivizing to pulling casters over Anaxa. They are incentivizing in making bosses hit harder to power creep Aventurine and your other abundances. They are literally incentivizing you to pull casters. That now I don't like that, but I was going to pull casters regardless because I liked her kit. And not her kit. I mean, I liked her design. I liked this because I like skis and dragons. Like I said, I'm a sucker for that, so I knew I had to pull. I was going to pull that regardless of her kit and whatever she does. So. And besides, my account needed a quantum DPS anyway, so it was a win for me anyway. But it's unfortunate for other players that don't want to pull on Castorice at the moment right now. That's what I'm trying to get my point out. But either than that, it's a win-win situation, and if you have other like two good sustains on your team, you should be fine. As long as you got their emergency heals, emergency shielding, or whatever. But either than that, it's not looking too great right now for HSR, and for those or who are forced into either picking the global passive or picking up their investing slots for the Herda, like Anaxa, or even Anaxa. He's not looking too great right now. Of course, he got buffed, but he got nerfed. But I don't know why they nerfed him in the first place when he wasn't looking too good in the betas at all. Not looking too good in the betas. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He was not looking too good in the betas. They should not have nerfed him, so they should have kept buffing him so his value would go up even more. But that is literally my takes on the situation of this game. I love Honkai Star Rail because I have played Honkai Impact 3rd all the way through the story and everything, and the only thing that's keeping me going is because of the story and the part 2 with Welt Yang. That is what's keeping me going in this game, because I knew Welt from Honkai Impact 3rd. I knew he left this world, left his home world from Honkai Impact 3rd into a different new world. That's what I knew. And I knew Hoyoverse was going to do something to continue the story, in some way and somehow, and this is the way they were doing it. And for those who didn't know, that this is actually a continuing story from Honkai Impact 3rd. Might be a good time to look up where actually Will actually came from, and what his past and his story, and how he got that cane, the Hirsch, because he was once called the Hersher of Dominance. That's what his usual power was before he's no longer he no longer uses the power anymore. He can't use it no more, but that was back when he was in his prime. But other than that, that's enough lore talking and stuff. But other than that, let me know what you think on this problem with Castorice and what you think of the auto battle of Mydei and the current situation of Honkai Star Rail. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and join my Discord server, you can. To gain more information, I'm a lot active on Discord, and I will be like live on Saturdays and Sundays for anyone who wants to count reviews or discuss anything and about a character they need help with or anything or something like that. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.